Awesome. Okay, I'm not used to doing this. Start some music there. Some non-copyright music. Hopefully someone gets in here. Let me know. I've never done something like this, so you can tell me if all the settings are correct. Cool. I won't start until somebody shows up, you know. It's a tier list. I don't want to miss out on anybody. One second here. Oh, hello, Dark Ray Bugato. Hotel Mario S tier? No. I've actually never played that. I guess I don't know. I guess I thought it would be more interesting to do a live stream of this rather than a video. Makes it easier. For one, it makes it easier on myself, editing wise. And I just thought it would be more fun to have people's live reaction. But since you're here, can you hear the music? Is it too quiet? Is it too loud? You know, any settings I need to adjust here? Let me know. Please and thank you. Yes, I believe I have every Mario game here. Because I can't. I mean, I guess I should have made it so I can hear the music too, but oh well. Nice, awesome. Not too high, not too low, just perfect. That's just how I like it. Oh, there's Livy. Howdy doody. Welcome to the tier list. See, I wanted to wait until at least 2 people were here. Darkray gets a big fat W because he was here. Darkray, you were here like seconds after I started. Huge W for Darkray. We're going to get rid of this. I don't like this being here. Inspect. We're going to get rid of that. There we go. No more of that. Tier Maker returns. Absolutely. All right. Let's go. Awesome. All right. We've got an audience now. We're ready to go. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. One second. I need my chair. I was standing on my knees. Painful. All right, here's how this is gonna work. Oh, I didn't do any hashtags. Oh well. This is how it's gonna work. How you see the games laid out before you is how we are going to start. Number 1 fan, I said absolutely. The number 1est of fans. Yeah, this is good. It's just randomly selected. We're gonna start. Can we get a countdown here? And we will begin with the one and only opinion on these games. And this'll help Darkray too because he hasn't played a lot of these, so my tier list will help him know which are dumb and which are good. But okay, are you ready? Here we go. We're going to start with Super Mario Bros. On the NES. Such a wonderful game, such a nostalgic game. But is it a good game? That is the question I'm here to answer for you. Oh, I am unprepared. I have to rename these. Super. There we go. All right. the highest of the highest tier is Super Spaghetti Good. And then below that we have Wonderful. And then we have Luigi Time. It's just okay. Then we have It's a Playable. And down here we have Hey Stinky. You don't want to be with Hey Stinky. Let's go. Awesome. So, there we go. These are the tiers. The best of the best Mario is Super Spaghetti Good. And then we have Wonderful. Then we have, oh yeah, Luigi Time. And then we have, actually I'm going to rename this to there we go. Wish I could go fishing. If you know, you know. So yeah, this is just a playable game. Wish I could go fishing. And down here we have Hey Stinky. This you fully expect this to be contentious. Oh, I don't know about that. But okay, enough rambling. Let's get into it. Super Mario Bros. For the NES. The original, the OG, the one that started it all. It started so many wonderful things. Let me know if the music ever cuts out. I've got it just like playing here in the background. But the original Mario Bros. Everyone always starts out their videos by saying, what can be said that already hasn't been said about this game? And I agree fully. What can be said about this game? It's just it's just bare bones Mario. There's nothing great about it. There's nothing bad about it. It's just an okay. It's okay. Come here, fishy fishy. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. For the NES is just okay. I never really want to play it. There's no real reason to play it anymore. There's much better games that have come out after it. It's just an okay game. Really, the only cool thing about it nowadays is what people have done in the realm of speed running. That's cool. So yeah, I'm pretty firm with that staying right in the middle. That's where it's gonna stay. And next we have Super Mario Land, one of my personal favorite games. Ooh, a little hint there. This game is so good. It's so good. You can just pick it up, beat it in 20 minutes, turn it off, play it again, turn it off, play again. It's such a fun little game to just pick up and play. And that's why I love it. It's so simple. Yeah, it doesn't play the greatest. It's the jumping is slow and weird, but you can't deny its charm. And it firmly goes in the wonderful category. Tico Ranger is already disagreeing. You disagree with this? Super Mario Land is a wonderful game. There's never a time when I don't want to play it. Because you can just pick it up and play it and beat it in 20 minutes. It's a great game. Ooh, Super Mario World. Now, I recently, for the first time, played all the way through Super Mario World. Except Player 2 was doing most of the heavy lifting. But I did get a good experience from it. And don't forget, in Super Mario Land, we have the first appearance of the best princess in the franchise. Yes, Daisy. I didn't even mention that. We've got Daisy in it. Oh, Daisy, Daisy. Oh. But Super Mario World, everyone always says this is the goated game, the greatest of all time Super Mario game. And while I agree it's a very good game, again, like Super Mario Bros., there's not really a whole lot that great about it. I think a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. And I always roll my eyes whenever a game gets a 3-hour-long YouTube essay on it. I like Super Mario World. It's hard. It's fun, though. But I don't know. It's like Super Mario Bros. There's just not all that much special about it when there are other games that have come out after it that are way more memorable. So I think it's I don't know. I need a tier in between okay and wonderful, because that's where I want to put this, but we'll put it in wonderful for now. That's where I think it's gonna go. It is a really good game. Ooh, Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, another one of my favorite games. This game is Super Mario Land if you made it into an actual full-length game, and you would get Super Mario Land 2. This game is amazing. It is everything cool, interesting, and weird about Super Mario Land, but better in every way, pretty much. You can agree with that? Have you played Super Mario Land before? I always finished this game by the Star World. Ah, okay. I don't know. I don't think I ever made it to the Star World. I beat, like, the boss, and Mystery Man was player 2, and he took care of the Star World and Special World. Those were too hard for me. But Super Mario Land 2, it's basically just Super Mario Land, but better in every way. And that's why it's a super spaghetti good game. Hoo hoo hoo. Better than them all. Interesting so far, says Tico Ranger. Next, we have Super Mario Bros. 2, or Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, as it's known here. And honestly, I don't know where else to put this, but Hey Stinky. Actually, no, it's gonna go in Hey Stinky. It's literally just Super Mario Bros. DLC, or expansion pack. It's just really hard Super Mario Bros. Levels. Nothing else to say about it. And for that, it doesn't really even deserve to be its own game, in my opinion. Not much to say about it. I've never played through it. I've maybe played 1 or 2 levels. Like, oh, it's got the poison mushroom, but that's about it. It doesn't really even count as a game, in my opinion. Then we have Super Mario 64. Never played 6 golden coins. It's a great game, and it's on the Switch. Super Mario 64. Another game that people talk and talk and talk about, just like Super Mario World. And again, a couple years ago, I beat it, 100%ed it for the first time ever, and I think it's a really good game. It's super fun. It's not as goated as people say it is, but it's a really good game. The cameras and the camera controls in some of the levels can be wonky, but for the most part, this is a wonderful game. Top G game. No, I don't agree. Super Mario 64 is just wonderful. It's not the greatest. It's definitely not bad, but it's not great. Now we have Super Mario Bros. 2. See, I have a trouble with this game. It's very, very hard. Like, I would say it's even harder than Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. I've never been able to beat this game or even get very far in it. I kind of like Super Mario Bros. 2 USA. Yes, did you know that Super Mario Bros. 2 is not actually Super Mario Bros. 2, but it is a Japanese game that has been reskinned named Doki Doki Panic, and they brought that game over to the US because they thought that Americans couldn't handle Super Mario Bros. 2, aka The Lost Levels. No one's ever said this before. No one knows this. It's super secret history. So there you go. But Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, as some might call it, it's a fun game. Again, like Super Mario Land, it's so much different. I love the 4 different characters you can play as, especially Luigi. I do have the GBA version. I like playing as Luigi, nobody else. But it's a pretty difficult game, and I've never been compelled to beat it. So I'm just gonna put it, I don't know. I don't really like it that much, but it's because you can play as Luigi and he does his big huge jump, it's okay. Luigi time. Then we have Super Mario Bros. 3. This game automatically goes in super spaghetti good. I love Super Mario Bros. 3. I love playing through it. It's hard. I've never beaten it, but I've gotten to the final world. It's just all around. It's Super Mario Bros. 3, in my opinion, is still the gold standard. Not Super Mario World is the gold standard for 2D Mario. Nothing before or since has bested it. That's my opinion. It is the greatest 2D Mario game there is. L is really okay. What? What, the tier? Or oh, you mean Super Mario Bros. 2? No, Luigi is the best character in that game. But no, Super Mario Bros. 3 is firmly in Super Spaghetti Good. And it's not moving. Ooh, now we're getting spicy here. We've got Super Mario Galaxy. This game was always my favorite Mario game. But not so much anymore. Wait, can I make another tier? I don't know if I can. Whoops. Oh, add a row. Okay. Whoops, I added too many. Delete. There we go. We'll keep this for the end. There we go. Because I need another tier. No, Super Mario Galaxy was always my favorite game. I loved it as a kid. It blew my mind that when you beat it, you could play as Luigi then afterwards. The music is great. The levels are great. The story is great. Everything about it is great. It obviously goes in Super Spaghetti Good. Though it has gone down in my ranking. It's not my favorite anymore. Ooh, then we have new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Another game from my childhood that I loved. Galaxy has an awesome soundtrack. Absolutely. One of the best. But Super Mario Bros. Wii. This was, in my opinion, the peak of the new Super Mario Bros. Series. I think, well, no, I take that back. It was not the peak. But this one is probably the best out of all the new Super Mario Bros. Games. It's really good. The power-ups, you got the propeller mushroom, the ice flower, the mini mushroom. Play 20 minutes of Galaxies and didn't like it. Do you have to play longer to get into it? I would say so. There's some really good levels past the first, batch of levels. So you're saying you didn't even get to Bowser? You gotta get to Bowser at least before. I would say give it a chance, get to the first Bowser fight, and then that'll tell you if you like it or not. I would give it another chance. But Super Mario Bros. Wii, this one's a little more difficult. It's good, but as they kept making the games more and more, this one's definitely lost a little bit of identity. Really, its only identity is that it's on the Wii and it's 4-player. So I think it's just gonna go, I don't know, it's only fun if you're playing with people. So I'm just gonna put it in Luigi. It's going in okay. Okay. It's just okay. Next we have Super Mario Odyssey. Ooh. A very interesting game here. Wii is top tier. I don't agree. It's only fun if you're in a group. Or if you're really in the mood for just some simple Mario fun. That's why it's just going in okay. But Super Mario Odyssey. This is a game that when it first came out, I loved it so much. But I tried to play it for a second time. And I didn't like it. Best side scroller? Whoa. That is wrong. No. New Super Mario Bros. Wii seems to be more fun with friends. It's a cool chaos. I definitely agree. Especially since, unlike newer games, you can bump into each other and throw each other and stuff like that. But back to Odyssey. When Odyssey first came out, I loved it so much. But like Breath of the Wild, after I played it more and more, I saw more and more of its flaws. For one thing, it's not an easy game to pick up again because there's so much game there. There's so many moons. And after the first few worlds, the level design really drops off, in my opinion. And really, it drops off and it doesn't get better. The world design, like after the forest world, the worlds just are not very good. That's my opinion. So I'm debating whether to put it in Wonderful or Super Spaghetti Good. I love so much about the game, but it's been a long time since I've played it. I tried playing it for a second time and I just got exhausted from playing it. I'm just not sure. Because Wonderful still is a good game, but is it Super Spaghetti Good? I don't think so. So for now, we might rearrange these towards the end, but for now, Odyssey is going in Wonderful. Especially, that's how 64 was too. Half unfinished, but still amazing somehow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to stick it in Wonderful for now. Next, we have Bowser's Fury. I love Bowser's Fury. It was a breath of fresh air after all the Mario stuff that had been coming out over and over again. This game is so good, it has to go in Spaghetti Good. It's just so pleasant and refreshing to play. I love the giant Bowser. I love the relaxing, cool world you get to explore. It's just such a good game, and I hope whatever the next Mario game is takes note from what Bowser's Fury did. I saw so much gameplay of Odyssey when it came out. I know, people were obsessed with it. Then we have New Super Mario Bros., the original. I've only played through this game once, and there's really not a lot to say about it. Really, its only identity is it's 2D Mario on the DS. It's not even a full-length game. Bowser's Fury was okay. Bowser's Fury is Wish I Could Go Fishing. No. You are wrong. New Super Mario Bros. is gonna go in just okay. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it in Wish I Could Go Fishing. I want it for collector's reasons. Bowser's Fury is almost an open world. Yes, it is an open world game. You do have to unlock stars to open up new areas, but it is open world. Yeah, New Super Mario Bros. Has no identity. It's just Mario on the DS. There's not really much to say about it. And for that reason, it's going in Wish I Could Go Fishing. And then we have Super Mario 64 DS. I like a lot about this game, but there's yet more to not like about it. The weird controls, how it's on the DS, you got the awkward stylus. It's possibly the hardest Super Mario Bros. Game. Lots of challenge. I know. This one is pretty tough. But Super Mario 64 DS, I've never played through it all the way. I know there's lots of extra junk to do, but not a lot of it is very interesting. There's some cool mini games. You can do some multiplayer stuff, but I think it's going in Wish I Could Go Fishing. There's not enough there, especially with the controls, to make me want to play it. So it's gonna go in here. The new franchise lost the meaning of new too fast. Yes. The new Super Mario Bros. Games quickly became corporate-friendly Mario. Like that corporate art you'll see on websites. That's what New Super Mario Bros. Became. Then we have New Super Mario Bros. 2. This is the lowest point of the Super Mario Bros. Series as a whole. Mario was on a steady decline when this game came out. They went rock bottom with this game, and then ever since then they've been climbing back to really good games. This game is so bad. This game is so meaningless. unlike New Super Mario Bros. Wii or New Super Mario Bros., instead of having a lack of identity, it tried so hard to have an identity, yet failed so miserably. What's its identity? Oh, it's the second one, and, coins! Yeah, lots and lots of coins! Like, there's no reason to play this game. Unless you somehow find it in the trash can for free or something, there's no reason to play this game. And for that reason, it's going in, hey, Stinky! I hate this game. It's so painfully generic. But if you absolutely must have a Mario game on your 3DS, then I guess you'll have to play that one. But even on the 3DS, there are better options, as you will see. Then, that brings us to Super Mario Sunshine. 1 second here, I have to make a edit here. There we go. This game firmly goes in a tier of its own above them all. Super Mario Sunshine. There is no game that compares to this game in my eyes. Just the wonderful feeling you get from playing this game. How instead of on a floating platform in the void, you're actually in an actual world. You're in a hotel, you're at a casino, you're at an amusement park, you're in a resort town. It's such a cool game. There has never been a game that has had such crisp, nice feeling controls. Like being able to do a backflip on the fly by just quick jerking the joystick. It just feels so good. It's so, just controlling everything feels so good. Every level in this game is good. I can't think of a single level that is not good in this game. The music is great. I love using FLUDD. I love all the new enemies and everything. It is always going to be my favorite Mario game. Super Mario Galaxy used to be my favorite until I played this one. It'll always be the best. It goes in a tier of its own. Then we have Super Mario 3D World. But blue coins, I love the blue coins. The blue coins are so much fun because not only do you have to get every star in every level and also the 100 star or 100 coin stars, but you also have these extra things to find. But it's not like overwhelming like Super Mario Odyssey where there's too much crap to do. It's just a nice little extra super challenge to do. Super Mario Sunshine's awesome. No one can convince me otherwise. Super Mario 3D World might be a close second to Super Mario Sunshine. It is going right below Super Mario Sunshine. Now, see, at the end here, I'm going to organize these. So, whoever is closest to the left here is the individual rankings. But for right now, we're just going to put them on there. But towards the end, I will organize these. But Super Mario 3D World. But they change location depending on the chapter. Do they? I guess I never realized that. I don't know. I never had trouble finding them. Well, I never had trouble finding them unless I was trying to 100% it. Then for a few here and there, I did end up having to look up where they were. But for the most part, I was able to find most of them. You know, there'd be like one in a level that I couldn't find because I'd scoured everywhere. But no, Super Mario 3D World, I love this game. When it got announced, I was again in awe because it's 3D Mario multiplayer. Almost every level in this game is so much fun to play. The music is awesome. And there's so much of the game, too. The game just keeps going. After you beat Bowser, there's like 4 other worlds for you to complete. There's so much game. And then when they re-released it on the Switch, you get Bowser's Fury, which just makes it even better of a game. So these two kind of go hand in hand. with how good they are. But 3D World, I love it. I love the power-ups. I love the levels. The graphics are great. It's just an awesome game. Then we have Super Mario Bros. Wonderful. This was another surprise for me because I loved, when it first came out, I loved the art style of it. But since playing through almost the entire game, multiplayer mind you, it's not a great Mario game. It's not a bad Mario game either. Again, it's a great game to play multiplayer. I think they streamlined a lot of stuff too much, in my opinion. Made it too... there's a lot of stuff that they streamlined in the game to make it flow faster that I don't think were good moves. The 3D World soundtrack is very good. I want to play it someday. I absolutely recommend it. But Super Mario Bros. Wonderful. Super Mario Wonder. It's a good game. But there's a lot of stuff I don't like about it. I don't like how you can't bump into people like in Super Mario Bros. Wii. I don't like how there's a severe lack of any kind of bosses other than Bowser Jr. That was a weird, lame thing to discover in the game. Every boss other than Bowser is just Bowser Jr. Boring. But it's a fun game to play with people, and I do want to be able to buy it for cheap if I'm ever able to find it. So obviously it has to go in wonderful as its namesake. Then we have Super Mario 3D Land, down to the last 4 here. Super Mario 3D Land. I used to love this game, but nowadays when I think about it, I think of a very lonely game. You know, if you've ever played a Metroid game, you get a very lonely, isolated feeling playing it. It's very isolated. Super Mario 3D Land feels very isolated. It's just you, Princess Peach, and Bowser. It's a very, very weird game. It's almost like a tech demo, if anything. Kind of like how Super Mario Land was a tech demo. And I haven't played it in years. I've played through it 3 or 4 times. But I've never had a desire since then to play through it. It's okay. It's just okay. And that's all I have to say about it. Didn't really do anything magnificent. Although, beating the time trials with your friends, that was a lot of fun. Down to the last 3. Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have actually not played this one through in many, many years. But there was a lot of stuff I loved about it. There's an argument to be made that the other Galaxy, other than Galaxy, Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, Odyssey, their levels all kind of fall off halfway through the game. See, I don't agree with that with Super Mario Sunshine. I think the levels in Sunshine get better as you go along. You've got the Pianta Village, the hotel, the ruins. Those are all great levels. Their games all start really good, but level design falls off towards the end or becomes repetitive. I'm trying to think in Galaxy if that's the case. Galaxy, I would say Galaxy, out of every Mario game, probably has the most variety in its levels. So I don't know about that. And definitely not with Super Mario Sunshine. But I definitely see that with Super Mario Odyssey. Definitely. And maybe in Galaxy 2. I don't know. Galaxy 2 had the problem of having too much, adding too much kind of 2.5D stuff in it that I didn't appreciate. And that always kind of placed it lower for me than Super Mario Galaxy. The Galaxy, but better. We have Yoshi. I know, there's a lot of stuff that was an improvement over the original Galaxy. But it has a watered down story and atmosphere watered down levels in a lot of places. There's some really good levels, but then some really basic generic levels in Galaxy 2. In a lot of ways, you could say Galaxy 2 is kind of like an expansion pack for Galaxy. And Galaxy is the best, well-rounded as far as... Yeah, Galaxy 1 is the best, most well-rounded. Super Mario Galaxy 2, they definitely pulled the reins in and made it a little more generic. But it's still a great game. So I'm going to say it's wonderful. I don't like it as much as Galaxy, but it's still a wonderful game. Wonderful! Last two, here we go. I kind of wish they weren't ending on this. This is kind of a sad, tapered note. But Super Mario Bros. U. I love this game. Played it through multiple times. I don't know what it is about it. I love this game. I love all the time trial stuff. This is probably the Mario game I've put the most time into. I don't know. Maybe that's debatable, but I played... Well, no, actually this one is the most. But I played this one so much. I love it. People say this one's a stinker, but I think it's a wonderful game. I consider Galaxy 2 as a kind of rewrite of the first game. You could say that. For now, I'm going to put Super Mario Bros. U in wonderful. And then we have new Super Luigi U. This is a kind of anomaly. You could say this is kind of like Bowser's Fury. It's its own game, but yet not at the same time. I loved it when it first came out because I was obsessed with Luigi. But it's really not that great. It's fun to play through, but it really doesn't have much of its own identity. So it's gonna go in I Wish I Could Go Fishing. And there we have it. We have ranked all the Mario games. We just have to make sure they are all organized. Let's see. Okay. So now we have to individually organize them. Okay, Galaxy is gonna go... yeah, Galaxy is gonna go in second place with 3D World in third. Bowser's Fury is gonna go in fourth with Super Mario Land or Super Mario Bros. 3 in fifth. Super Mario Land 2 in sixth. Let's see here. Oh, this is gonna be tricky here. I think I'm gonna put... Oh, what do we do here? I'm going to put Super Mario 64 there. Interesting perspective, Dark Ray. I definitely enjoy Galaxy 2. Let's see. Super Mario 64 is going to go in the top of this tier. I don't know. Just, I'm going to put that there, that there, that... Yeah, that looks good right there. And then these, I'm going to say this here, and that there. I don't like that one. And then these, yeah, that seems pretty good. And then, yeah, that at the very bottom. Actually, that's just going to go away. There we go. All right, that is the curated list. Super Mario Sunshine, very top. Galaxy number 2. 3D World number 3, Bowser's Fury number 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 number 5, and Super Mario Land 2 in number 6, and then so on and so on. There we go. 2. What are you saying 2? Oh, Super Mario Galaxy 2. So there we have it. That is the definitive Super Mario. I think so, mainly from the story side, Tico, it's like similar but different, almost like an alternate event. Yeah, well, the thing about it is, the guy who was in charge of Super Mario Galaxy, I forget his name, but he wanted to have a deeper, more meaningful story in Galaxy, but Shigeru Miyamoto didn't want anything to do with any kind of meaningful story with Mario. He wanted Mario to stay generic, no no deep meaning or anything. So the guy in charge of Galaxy kind of snuck the story elements of Galaxy past him without him knowing, and then they ended up finishing the game, and Miyamoto got kind of angry about that, but there was nothing he could do at that point. So when Galaxy 2 came out, they made sure to keep it as generic and non-story focused as possible. So that's why Super Mario Galaxy 2 is thematically so much different than Galaxy 1. It has almost, it's back to basics of, oh no, Bowser stole the princess. Oh. Galaxy's 2 plot is literally Bowser wanted cake. He wanted a galaxy-sized cake. But there we go. That's the tier list. Thank you for watching. My list would be a bit different at the top. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is the only list that matters, though. That's the thing. But there we go. That's the list. This is a strong list. I'm glad we can agree at least there. The definitive list, the only good list, whenever you think of, I wonder what Mario games, I wonder how Mario games should be ranked. You can come back and watch this because this is the only one that matters. But I'm gonna obviously cut it off here.